Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to go over the checking accounts, or one of the checking accounts that Simmons Bank, the same bank in the last video that I reviewed one of their personal credit cards. Well, I want to go over and kind of hit the highlights on one of their checking accounts that you can open online pretty quickly. So, this checking account from Simmons Bank, it's only available to, or it's only available to people that live in Arkansas, Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Texas. Okay? So if you don't live in those states, you probably can't get it. But if you do, you might want to look into this checking account from Simmons Bank. And like I said, this bank account, this checking account, you can open online. They give you a certain time limit to apply, but between 6 in the morning to 7 at night. That's kind of their window. But you can do it online. Doesn't take a whole lot of time. But with that being said, y'all, let's get into kind of the details of this account and talk a little bit more about it and kind of give y'all an idea. That way, if y'all think y'all might want to look into this a little bit further, you've got a baseline information. So, with that being said, okay, to start off with, they don't have a minimum balance to open, but you have 45 days to fund your account. You have to put money in your account by the 45th day or they're going to close it out. But they don't have like a minimum where you got to put in like $100 to open the account on the day of opening. They don't do that. So this checking account has no monthly service charge. That's good. That's one of the things that I've kind of hated on different banks. Bank of America, I'm talking to you. I've kind of hated on them before because it's just a money grab for them to make extra money for no reason. It costs them nothing to hold these accounts open, but yet they're going to charge you money to hold the accounts open. It's like, come on now. They do charge a paper statement fee, but if you do e-statements, they're not going to charge you a paper fee. Me personally, I like to get my statements in paper. That's just me. I'm old school like that. But if you like e-statements, hey, you don't have to pay the $3 fee. So, but they're going to, if you want paper statements, they will charge you $3 a statement. So be aware of that. They do offer overdraft options. We'll kind of get into that a little bit more later in the video, but they do offer that. They have a mobile app. I don't know much about the mobile app, but I'm assuming it being from Simmons, it probably functions pretty well. And then, of course, you can get a debit card with your checking account. Okay, there they're just talking up their account. Okay, right here they say in order to open this checking account, which is the coin checking account, all you'll need is your identification, SSN, a phone, and a couple minutes to do it. Okay, let's go down here. Okay, no money to open. You can bank online, over the phone, or in person. Walk into a bank. Pretty simple. Their mobile app allows you to you can hook up direct deposit to your checking account, which that's kind of standard. Every bank does that, or 99% of banks do that. I'm sure there's that one weirdo that don't. You can deposit checks with your phone, the mobile check deposit. They offer that, which is nice. You can pay bills through it, which that's duh. Tag transactions and add receipts. You can do that. But they have an app. I'm assuming it's pretty good. I can't vouch for that, but they do have one. Okay. They say you can have access to 32,000 plus ATMs with no fees. So you got access to a bunch of ATMs that you don't have to pay ATM fees for, which is nice. Okay, then you can hook it up to mobile. You can hook your account up to mobile wallet if you want to do that. They offer debit card. That's kind of standard. Okay, right here. No minimum balance required at account opening. A minimum of 1 penny is required within 45 days of account opening. So you have to put something in there. Accounts not funded within 45 days of opening will be closed. I kind of went over this. Accounts currently only available to the residents of Arkansas, Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Texas. Applying for joint ownership or adding beneficiaries may be completed by visiting a Simmons Bank branch. Must be 18 plus to open, must be opened online. This particular checking account, you can only open it online. So be aware of that. A lot of them, they want you to call in or go into branch and meet with basically a banker. Okay, benefits and features are subject to customer qualification and approval by Simmons Bank. That's just kind of a go figure. Okay, data connection. All right, let's get into kind of the more nuts and bolts. This is what I could find on all of the accounts, all of the checking and savings accounts, but we're just going to hit the highlights and kind of hit the stuff that I think is pertinent to the coin checking account. But if you go for a checking account, you might want to look at this document, the terms and conditions. You won't read through all that. That way you know where hidden fees are and stuff. We're just going to hit the highlights. Okay, deposits, withdrawals. Okay, withdrawals. Unless clearly indicated on account records of you or anyone who signs into. Okay, cash withdrawals, overdrafts. You understand that we may, at our discretion, honor withdrawal requests that overdraw your account. However, the fact that we may honor withdrawal requests that overdraw your account balance does not obligate us to do so later. So you cannot rely on us to pay overdrafts on your account regardless of how frequently or under what circumstances we have paid overdrafts on your account in the past. Basically, what they're saying here is on some of these accounts, if you do overdraws, they may honor them and they may not. They may say, no, we ain't doing that. Okay, you agree that we may charge fees for overdrafts. For consumer accounts, we will not charge fees for overdrafts caused by ATM withdrawals or one-time debit card transactions if you have not opted into that service. We may use subsequent deposits, including direct deposits of Social Security or other government benefits, to cover such overdrafts and overdraft fees. Okay? Ownership and beneficiaries, that's all stuff you won't get into if you think you need it. Phone transfers, statements, direct deposits. Okay, let's go down here to let me see for a second. Okay, right here. Okay, dollar limitations if you're using your debit card for point of sale transactions. By point of sale, they mean you take your debit card and you swipe it at Walmart. That's basically what they mean. You may not exceed $10,000 in transactions per calendar day. So you can't go and swipe your card enough to spend more than $10,000 in a day. They won't have it. Okay, type of Visa debit, or MasterCard debit point of sale transactions. You may access your checking accounts to purchase goods in person, online, or by phone, pay for services, get cash from a merchant, or from participating financial institutions. Will accept point of sale transactions, dollar limitations, using your card. Again, only $10,000. Pretty simple. Okay. Fees. We do not charge for direct deposits to any type of account. So you can set up direct deposits. They're not going to charge you a fee at all. We do not charge for pre-authorized payments from any type of account. Okay, pretty simple. ATM operator network fees. When you use an ATM not owned by us, you may be charged a fee by the ATM operator or any network used, and you may be charged a fee for a bounce inquiry even if you do not complete the fund transfer. They're saying if you use an ATM that isn't ours, you're probably going to get charged. Okay, pre-authorized payments. And I would encourage y'all to run through this, read through all this if you're looking into seriously getting an account through them. Okay. Okay, let's read through some special rules right here. Special rules for new accounts. If you are a new customer, the following special rules apply during the first 30 days of the account opening. Funds from electronic deposits to your account will be available on the day we receive the deposit. Funds from deposits of cash, wire transfers, and the first $5,525 of a day's total deposits of cashiers, certified tellers, travelers, and federal, state, local government checks will be available on the first business day after the day of deposit if the deposit meets certain conditions. For example, the checks must be payable to you, and you may have to use a special deposit slip. The excess over the $5,525 will be available on the fifth business day after the day of your deposit. If your deposit of these checks, other than a U.S. Treasury check, is not made in person to one of our employees, the first $5,525 will not be available until the second business day after the day of your deposit. Okay? Funds from all other check deposits will be available on the fifth business day after the day of your deposit. Okay? That's for new accounts. Special rules for mobile deposits. Please note that funds availability provisions set forth above do not apply to funds deposited remotely using the mobile deposit function within our mobile banking application, Mobile Deposits. Rather, mobile deposits will generally be made available by the third business day after the day of your deposit. In some cases, however, we may delay the availability of mobile deposits for a longer period. In such cases, we will notify you and we will tell you when the funds will be available. For more information about the terms applicable to the availability of mobile deposits, refer to the Simmons Bank Terms of Service for Online Banking. Okay, now we're getting into the truth in savings disclosure. Let's go down here because we're talking about the coin checking account. Coin checking account. This account may only be opened online. Minimum balance to open your account. There is no minimum balance to open this account. You must put a penny in it within 45 days of account opening, or they will close the account. They're going to charge you a $3 paper statement fee every statement cycle in which you receive a paper statement. If you enroll in e-statements, they're not going to charge you that. Additional terms. This account is available to individuals. This account is not available to business, commercial, or organization customers. There is no monthly service charge, balance requirements, or maintenance fees associated with this account. Okay? The Simmons Bank Coin Checking Account gives you unlimited check writing privileges. So as long as you got the money in there, you can write checks as much as you want. Okay? And then these are other accounts that we're not going to talk about today. We're just talking about the coin checking account. Okay, let's scroll down here. Okay, so that's kind of the highlight of it. let's go. I think it's right here. Okay, let's see if we can dig up some more information in their overdraft privilege account disclosure. Again, I encourage y'all to all read through these documents and look for anything that I haven't caught, because I'm sure there's stuff that I haven't caught. I know there is for a fact, because we're just kind of going over this account. Okay, so scrolling through here, just some things that I see. The overdraft privilege will allow you to overdraw your account up to a negative available funds balance of $500. You will be charged the normal paid item fee, otherwise known as the overdraft fee, of $36 per item as set forth in the schedule of fees and charges. All bank fees and charges, including without limitation the paid item fees, will be included in the negative balance and will reduce your overall available overdraft limit. Okay, let's go back up here. As a benefit to our customers, we offer a useful feature to some of our checking account products, not all of them. An overdraft privilege. This overdraft privilege will pay your non-sufficient funds, checks, and fees up to a pre-approved $500 negative available funds balance. Okay? Conditions for the privilege. So in order for you to have this ability to overdraw your account, these are the conditions that must be met. You will be eligible for overdraft privilege unless your account has been open less than 30 days, you are more than 30 days past due on any loan obligation to the bank, or you are subject to any legal or administrative orders or levy. You are currently a party in a bankruptcy proceeding. You have a current outstanding balance in an overdraft repayment plan. Your account is currently overdrawn. You did not deposit $300 or more into your account. A hold is being placed on your account for any items that the bank is required by law to notify you. Your overdraft privilege will automatically be suspended without prior notice for as long as the hold is in effect, or it appears that improper activity is taking place in your account, in which we may suspend your overdraft privilege without prior notice. You have a bad address on file with Simmons as evidenced by return items. Okay, you must also bring your account to a positive balance at least once every 30 days to maintain the overdraft privilege in good standing. So you have to make sure that none of these things apply to you, or your overdraft privilege gets yeeted. You don't have it no more. So be aware of that. Okay. After your overdraft privilege has been activated, we may suspend your privilege without notice if we become aware of any of the above conditions. That's just kind of a duh. Okay. Protecting yourself. Here they just tell you how to basically not protect yourself. Ways to cover your overdrafts. Manage your money. Transfer from another deposit account. Every time you do that, they're going to charge you $10 per transfer. Transfer from a Simmons Bank personal line of credit. Okay, no transfer fee. However, a $150 one-time setup fee plus current loan interest rates. Overdraft privilege, they're going to charge you $36 per item per every time you overdraft. Transaction item returned with payment decline, they're going to charge you $66. $36 bank return fee and $30 merchant fee. Okay, so that is kind of the overview of the Simmons Bank coin checking account. I just kind of wanted to go over it, kind of see if I could dig up some details on this checking account from Simmons, and kind of let y'all know what they offer That way, if y'all get interested in it, y'all already got a little foundation. Y'all can do some more research and see if y'all need to do something. But with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna call this one, and I will see y'all in the next video. Take care, y'all.